If your computer slowed down to a snail's pace and you have time for a coffee waiting for it to boot up, then you need to follow the simple tips discussed in this video. They'll make your computer act like new again in no time on your system and are forced to learn a costly lesson. The next step is to move your large files and data off of your main drive and onto an external hard disk. The next thing you need to consider doing is to remove unused software that sits idle and clutters up your drive. Unnecessary programs use up valuable disk space and consume resources, especially if the program automatically runs at startup. Remove these to free up hard drive space and resources and speed up your computer. To do this, just click Start, Control Panel, and then Add or Remove Programs. This will then show you a list of installed programs and then give you the option of removing any program you select. Repeat this process again whenever you accumulate programs you're no longer going to use. Following along from step 3, you should now continue and remove unused startup programs that slow your system boot up. Many programs are designed to automatically start when the computer boots up. This sucks up your computer's processing power and slows it down tremendously. Many times you don't even want or need the program to constantly run in the background. Removing the program from your startup will improve your computer's performance. To remove unused startups, simply click Start, Run, and then type msconfig. Then press OK. Then you select the Startup tab, which displays a list of programs that run on startup. Simply uncheck those you don't want to run, and that's it. The next time you boot your computer, these programs will no longer run, and your startup time will be shorter. If you find you really do need these programs, just repeat this process and recheck the program or programs you want to run. If you're in the habit of leaving lots of unnecessary applications running in the background, this is sapping your PC's performance, so you'll want to turn off any unused software. If all you're doing is checking your email, you probably don't need 5 to 10 applications running. Turn off programs that constantly run in the background and close other programs when you've finished with them. This will free up processing power for other applications, and your computer will definitely perform faster. A cramped drive will cause your system to crawl, so you want to clean up as much disk space on your boot drive as possible. Freeing space on your hard drive will improve your computer's performance. The disk cleanup tool that comes with your operating system helps you to do that by identifying files that you can safely delete, then enabling you to choose whether you want to delete some or all the identified files. This is a great way to remove your temporary internet files and other data that just takes up space. To use the cleanup tool and to clean disk space, just click Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and then select Disk Cleanup. Or open My Computer, right-click Local Disk, and then click Properties. Select which files you want to delete. You may have to do this for each drive if you have more than one hard drive, but believe me, this is worth it. If your desktop or laptop is showing disk errors on boot up, or even if it's not, you should run the ScanDisk utility periodically to make sure your drive is problem-free and running at peak efficiency. ScanDisk is a Windows utility which you can use to scan your hard disk for errors caused by improper shutdown, viruses, and other problems. It can also clean your hard drive of the miscellaneous errors caused by software conflicts. Using ScanDisk will help you check the integrity of a computer hard drive to help prevent issues with your computer data. It can also help isolate and correct errors that will slow your computer down. To run ScanDisk, close all your applications and programs and then turn off your screensaver. Click Start, Run, and type in ScanDisk. You will then have an option of choosing a standard or a thorough ScanDisk. If you've never done a ScanDisk before, choose the thorough option. That way you won't miss errors that are on your disk. After completion, plan on running ScanDisk at least once a month in the future. An often overlooked performance tip is to defragment your hard drive. Disk fragmentation slows down the overall performance of your system. Data on your hard drive gets fragmented the more often you install new programs, delete data, and move data to new folders and locations. This causes data to be broken up or fragmented and stored in different locations. When this happens, your computer's performance slows down because it has to search in more places to retrieve this data. Interrupting a defrag operation can be disastrous, usually taking several hours to complete, so it's best scheduled for times when you definitely won't be needing your system. Consider doing it overnight when you're asleep. To defrag your hard drive, click Start, All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, and then Disk Defragmenter. In the Disk Defragmenter dialog box, click the drives that you want to defragment, and then click the Analyze button. After the disk is analyzed, a dialog box appears letting you know whether you should defragment the analyzed drives or not. Defragging your drive is a slow process, but the result will be snappier drive that runs like new. All the previous steps can be done for free, but installing additional RAM will cost you some money. The amount of RAM in your computer has a direct impact on your computer's processing speed. The larger your computer's RAM, the quicker it's able to perform certain functions. If you don't have enough RAM, your computer will use temporary disk space instead, which is virtual memory, which means accessing your hard drive, and this will substantially slow down your computer's performance. How to